And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Next up, the first par 5 of the day, the 546-yard 7. 2 fairway bunkers on the left side, presenting the only real trouble off the tee. Avoid those, and you have a good chance to get home in 2. The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it? That one brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. And he will definitely not say no to that. Interesting part of the golf course, the long 3 and then the short 5 and now a short par 4. How gettable is this one, Frank?
I think you need your Sunday best, Rich, maybe a little bit of help, but even the strategy of laying up here is quite interesting. The 2 bunkers on the left, well staggered, and that big gaping bunker in the front right of the green. It's really how well you're swinging. I'd give it a crack. Take the head cover off.
You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, not too bad there. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8.
will certainly help the cause. Again, good flow to this golf course, good variety. So coming off that drivable par 4 8, we now arrive at a super long par 4. It's the 9th, and it's 505 yards. You're not driving this one. This one tugged just a bit. The wind going to push it a little. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Start of the inward 9. It is the long par 5/10. It is not quite at 600 yards, but it's close, Frank, and it's a good hole.
It is. Fortunately, it plays a little downhill, so as long as you avoid that bunker on the left side, you might be able to chase that second shot on the green. Everything just funnels away.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had to be thinking about making that kind of talent. He possesses the good hands. Beautiful shot right there, and that is an eagle. Next up, the 462-yard par 4 11, slight dog leg to the left. Carry the corner to avoid the bunker at the elbow. You'll have a great look at the green.
What a way to feel. Eagle on the previous hole, just swinging easy and just stripes another one. You playing with house money?
Now note his second from the fairway.
147 to the hole. And coming off the eagle on the last hole, no reason to think he won't be in attack mode here.
Just needed that little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Coming off the eagle, this for birdie. Okay, that ball online all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Par 4 12th hole is pretty to look at, but you can't stare at it too long, Frank, because it demands all of your attention.
Very much a corridor of a par 4 down there. I don't think you have to hit driver down here. You see a lot of players in the tournament, they'll only hit 3 wood, just find the fairway. Ball will kick a little bit to the right. The reason why you don't want to miss this fairway or miss with the trees is because this green is built up and it has the 2 bunkers that narrow the front entrance. So a fairway you must find.
Boy, he's in a nice little groove right now. Played the last couple of holes in 3 under par, and he's got another in the fairway here.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done. This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt. Just trying to get it in there close. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll stay at -3. All right, here's the first par 3 on the backside here at Quail Hollow. It is the 208-yard 13th hole. Up next, the first par 3 on the backside here at Quail Hollow. 208-yard 13th. Carry the bunker front left, and a chance at birdie is yours. Okay, that one's dancing. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, I've really been impressed with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
Nope, that didn't quite turn as much as he'd hoped.
Yeah, just didn't play enough break there, and he comes up short.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Out of the par 4 14th, it's only 344 yards, not long by today's standards. But Frank, everywhere you look, there's trouble.
Exactly. And a lot of people just sort of pull the head cover off the driver and they try and fly it on the front edge of the screen. You actually don't have to do that. You can take a 3-wood, land the ball about 30 or 40 yards short, and just let the ball run just short of the green.
and it's a fairly straightforward up and down at just about anywhere on the screen. If you hit driver, you've only got one chance, and that has to be perfect.
Oh, that is really well done. That took the contour of the fairway perfectly, and it will be an eagle look here at 14. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. And he will definitely not say no to that. We now come to the final par 5 of the day, the picturesque 577-yard 15th dogleg left with a second shot over water. This hole is not for the faint of heart. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5.
That second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the greenside bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Just 5 feet left. The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. And that will catapult him into the lead with just the 16th, 17th, and 18th to play. It is one of the more famous stretches, or should I say infamous stretches in golf. It depends on how you play it. We start at the 16th hole. 16, 17, and 18. They call it the Green Mile, and it begins with the 506-yard par 4 16. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. This is an approach shot that will really test a player. Second to the 16th. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay at 5 under.
So much can happen here at the 17th, par 3, 223 yards. This is where tournaments are won or lost, and it's also the signature hole here at Quail Hollow. What do you think of it, Frank?
It's tough, Rich. It really is, because you have to make a decision. It plays about half a club downhill. That's 5 yards. And then the tendency is to try and aim it too straight, or in layman's term, try and hit too good a shot. Please, just aim a little to the right. Put another yard or two on your tee shot to the right side. Just respect that. And then you'll have an outside chance of making two. You will gain on the field. I promise you.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop. Just nothing really on that chip shot. Just, it's a waste.
Just played a little too much break there and hung it out to the left. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And he is going to drop out of the top spot with one hole left to play. Our day at beautiful Quail Hollow ends with a 494-yard par 4 18. Downhill tee shot is framed with a nasty bunker on the right and the stream on the left side. The uphill second shot can still land in the stream on the left, so delicacy is required. Okay, that's going to be good. Birdie is a must. Down by one here at the final hole, and that's going to be a good position to play from. From the fairway nota, this is second.
160 gets him to the hole. Coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Oh, yes, what a job here at 18 to tie for the lead. And now it's just time to sit back and see what happens. So after the tournament-altering birdie at 18, we'll head to extra holes to decide a champion. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, it's live final round coverage of the Charlotte Championship. 18 holes, that's all we get to try and find a champion. It's a daunting task, but someone's going to shoot the low round of the day and walk off with a title. As we look at the early leaderboard, we've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. So let's get out there for the final few holes as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 16.
Frank, how about this approach shot to the 16th, the beginning of the green mile?
There is no other option but the aerial attack here at 16. Front bunker means it has to be carried. The one on the right really isn't in play. But that little hollow and that left front of the green, you've got to fly the ball at least 7 or 8 yards onto this putting surface.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance.
"12 feet still to go." Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And he'll fall back to 5 under.
Good chance to save par after that beautiful flop shot. Looked in trouble there at one stage.
Might have overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole. He'll go ahead and finish that off. It's in for his bogey, and that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Yeah, that's going to work just fine in the fairway here at 18, and now they'll seek the birdie that could win him the tournament.
Yeah, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
It's key to keep the pace up. Pretty straight putt, not a whole lot of break.
Oh, yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that will finish off our round of golf. For our featured golfer, Frank, they gave it everything they had, but it's not quite enough. It'll be a runner-up finish.
Yeah, so close. If, buts, shoulds, coulds, we all know that. This pain, don't get me wrong, but it was a good watch.
Till next time for our... EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach, the big one, live final round coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour.
I'm struggling.
Well,
I'm struggling,
this is the essence
Nathan.
of golf distilled. 18 holes to decide our winner. Every decision is impactful. Every misstep, a potential tournament wrecker. As we look at the current leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. Oh, that is right, and that could be trouble.
And that is not a fairway hit. It's definitely gone into the rough. Certainly not the start everybody was expecting.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Left himself with 155. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Nah, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Oh, that hit the flagstick. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And he'll drop back to 1 over par.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4.
They don't want to
for
see me
the
win.
U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich, off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Yeah, that's in the fairway, so maybe a chance for a bounce back after that opening bogey. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. that one had to feel good.
Well, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2 will certainly help the cause. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself a very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
146 yards left to the hole. Pin about medium depth, though it is on the left side.
Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short, par 4, 4th hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pot bunker on that left side, which is about 250 yards to get over it? Because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker. After a big drive, he'll dig in for a second out of the sand. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Just want to maneuver this one close, down the slope for birdie. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. This will test the skill set here. It's his second.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Yeah, that camera in front.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay at 2 under.
It's a tremendous par 5 here, the 6th hole. Frank, you can plainly see Stillwater Cove on the right. Where do you want to put this tee shot?
When you look at that tee that you're on for a start, Rich, you're 20 yards above, so whatever you hit's going to go at least 20 yards further. So I look at that first bunker, 270, really only playing 250 yards, and then the fairway sloping towards the right. So even a 3-wood for some of the longer players, just something that hits around there, could even be a long iron, it's going to scoot forward. If you get 270 yards out of your tee shot, I mean, you can still reach that par 5 and 2.
Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. That's it. 2 solid shots right there from him.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5, comfortably on for 2.
So after reaching the green in 2, this will take a full swing with a putter, but it is for eagle. Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. A dead-on look here for birdie. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he will definitely not say no to that. Well, this is the one you dreamed about, isn't it? Just a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that tiny green here at the 7th. You and your maker, there's nothing better in the world than to be playing the 7th hole and playing it well here at Pebble Beach.
I knew I should have done that.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Oh, nearly hold that one out. Just needed another foot or so, but an excellent job there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
And this, not the longest hole players will encounter, so just an iron off the tee, and it works out to perfection. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Now this for birdie.
And he's going to have to contend with both a downhill putt and one that's going to move significantly to his left.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 9th, ocean, all down the right, and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. Solid, good drive in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
This one looks right on point.
PJ Tour, Korn Ferry Tour, I don't care. That is a great shot.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par.
Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
This is turning a little to his left.
I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
So now from the left side of the fairway, this is a second shot.
In my book, that's a good shot. You could really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is. Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
That one just going to sneak on by. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. This one should work sharply to his right. It's for birdie. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. Here we are, Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Second shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain at 6 under par.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5. It is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. So a chance now to bring this par 5 to its knees. A long eagle putt. Oh, my goodness. That is not fair at all. What a putt from that distance. That did everything but go in the hole. Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. And that will push him into the lead here with 4 holes left to play. You may have heard of the 17-mile drive near Pebble Beach. It's scenic. It is one you absolutely want to put on your bucket list, but you don't want to get there by chasing a tee shot onto the road. That's what can happen if you blow it way right here at 15 if you do keep it in play. At 393 yards, this 15th hole is absolutely one on which you can make a birdie.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. That is absolutely fine.
Get home!
For another birdie. The putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And after the second place finish a week ago, he's closing in on a victory here.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And, of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland hit a chip it on this green and made 3.
Now the pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And the lead up to 4 now with 1 hole to play. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5. Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with. Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. And that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there. So it's happening.
Do one more. One more.
There. 5 consecutive birdies to wrap things up. And how about the final result here? A 61-11 under par. That is a round to remember. Frank, you understand it. You've called golf along the shores of the Monterey Peninsula for a long time. It's one thing to win a tournament. It is another to do it right here at one of the really special places in the game.
Some say it's America's St. Andrews, but Pebble Beach, yeah, the list of champions too here is great. But, you know, the scene...
I got my PGA Tour card. Let's go!
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sun-kissed La Quinta, California, live final round coverage of the season opening event on the PGA Tour, the American Express. Sunday in Coachella Valley, all these golfers in search of that first title of the new season. It'll be handed out later today as we look at the leaderboard for this final round. We've got a tie at the top. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second. And this is looking really good. Oh, how's that to get a final round started off and running? A hole out for birdie to get the day rolling. This par 4 second is not long. It's only 371 yards. It's all about positioning off the tee and then on this green. You can see how undulating it is. And if you get in the wrong spot, you'll have a hard time.
Thank you.
That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at one, a solid drive here at the second. Should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It was a good shot.
8 feet remaining here for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he will definitely not say no to that. Par 4 third's a good one at 471 yards. Ideal spot is the right side of this fairway. That way you keep it away from that large fairway bunker on the left. Good drive, and you'll have a chance to make a good score here. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
136 is the number. Pin all the way at the back. He can fly it the full way.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. Will certainly help the cause.
What do you mean was that clove?
This one has a chance to be close. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4.
Oh, I have the volume all the way down. I can't hear the game.
No to that. All right, let's see what you have in the bag. Let's see what you have inside. This one is 535 yards. It's a par 5. It's nicknamed Double Trouble. You think you have 314 yards of carry? That's what it takes to clear that water. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot, and maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. Now the enticing second shot here, Frank, at the par 5 5th.
If you're going to lay up, make sure you lay up properly. There's no sense in trying to knock it all the way down by that narrow neck. Just leave yourself a third.
Right in between clubs. Actually, I don't know if 5 would have got there, but that 3 wood was hit so well. And look where it landed. No way it was going to stop on the green. Unlucky.
This is an 11-foot putt. Indeed, the line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. This is a monster par 3, this 6th hole, at 255 yards. On top of it, you're looking at water on the right. The good news is, if that's just a little too much for you to take on, there is a bailout area on the left if you'd rather play it safe. And this is going to be in the short grass just off to the left. Now short-sided a bit as he sets up his second from left of the green.
One of the hardest things in golf is to turn 3 shots into 2. And with that beautiful use of the flop shot, there's a good chance, really, to get up and down.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Par 4 7th is only 346 yards, but there is trouble down the right side with the water, so you need to be straight here, and it might be a good idea to pull out the fairway wood or even a long iron just to keep it in play, give yourself a chance at making birdie. Yeah, if you see shortish par 4s like this, it's a great time to bring out the irons, and that is going to work out well. Put it in a great spot off the tee. Has just 86 yards left for his second shot. See what he can do with this.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And this is going to stay a 2-shot lead.
Yeah.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Ooh. Now this for another birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he will definitely not say no to that. Finishing up on the front side here at PGA West with a 452-yard par 4 ninth. Water down the right, so it is best to favor the left side off the tee. All right, in the fairway. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway. This could be a good one.
The ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. That'll finish off a 29 on this front side. 7 shots under par. It's a recurring theme here at PGA West. Avoid the water. That's down the right side. If you do that, this par 4 10th at just 416 yards offers up a good chance to make a birdie.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
Oh, it was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Chance now for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And the lead is up to 4 now here on these final 9 holes. Well, here it is, the longest hole on the golf course. The par 5 11 is 617 yards. You need to bash that tee ball and get all of that second shot. Who knows, maybe you can get home in 2. This one is all you can handle. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. From 4 feet for birdie. Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And it'll be a 4-stroke lead now with 7 holes to play. According to the scorecard here at PGA West, this 12th hole at 363 yards is the easiest on the golf course. It's the 18 handicap hole. Really, the only trouble would be those bunkers down the left side. If you put it on the right side, great chance to make a 3. That one up the right side. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par.
He ain't lying. It's because these courses are decent. They're not fucking crazy.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Now this for another birdie. There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And the rest of the field squarely in the rear-view mirror now. This is up to a 5-shot lead. Quite a par 3 here, the 13th at 214 yards. There's water left, not much bailout on the right. That's what a good par 3 is supposed to be, requiring one well-struck, accurate tee shot. Try to fly it all the way back there, but that'll be too much as it trundles over the back of the green. Now some touch needed here for his second.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. This will stay a 4-shot advantage with time run out for the rest of the field. This one started up the right side. Yeah, pretty easy to run it right through this 14th fairway if you take driver, and that is on into the rough. So now with the ball below his feet, got to be careful this doesn't go right. Just a little beyond the hole, but pretty handy right there. Chance now for another birdie. Now that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. Oh. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that could make things a little more interesting as the lead's down to 3. Well, look out. That is way right.
Bogey at the last and found the rough here. It's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction.
This one looks right on point.
It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and well, more evidence there. The swing, the strike, and look how close that is.
And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And the lead will swell to 4 now with just 4 holes left to go. This is a really good par 5 here, the 16th at 600 yards. If you're able to avoid the bunker on the left side of that fairway, you'll have a good chance to get up either on the green or near the green. What you want to avoid, obviously, is that enormous bunker up by the green. If you do end up in there, you may have a problem getting out. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at the par 5.
Now this for another birdie. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And it may be all about style points now. It's a 4-shot cushion with 2 holes left to play. Arriving now at Alcatraz, the famous 17th hole at PGA West. Island green, reminiscent of Sawgrass, 168-yard par 3. It is most definitely a knee knocker. That one safely on the putting surface. An outside look here for birdie. Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Now from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
A little short, little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
No gimme here. Tricky one for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that won't quite get them into the 50s, but that's quibbling. This is a round of 60. Wow, what a way to start your year. It is a victory here. First time out, at the American Express in La Quinta.
Well, you can certainly put a lot on the card tonight, that's for sure, in the celebration, but what a great way to start the year.
So that'll do it for us. For Frank Navalo, Nota Begay, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner saying...
W's in the chat, W's in the chat.
From La Quinta.
Bye, stream. It's your boy. Blah, 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 blah.